Hey. So I've had absolutely zero people ask me this question, but I figured I'd answer it anyway. What is my favorite plane at the moment in War Thunder? It is dun, da, 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 the Airacobra. And why is it the Airacobra? uh, well, it does have a tank cannon. It also has two 50 caliber machine guns and four 30 caliber machine guns, meaning in total it has 7 weapons. And it's a pretty nice mix of them. It has the little 30s, the little short-range crit-seeking monsters. It has the two 50s that are synchronized to fire through the propeller, so they fire straight ahead, meaning convergence doesn't matter with them. And then it has the 37 for absolutely destroying bombers. In essence, who wouldn't love this plane? It also has something else. It's the first American plane that has a good climb rate. How good is its climb rate, you might ask? I'm going too slow. But if you hit about 160, hit WEP and nose up, you'll be surprised to find yourself climbing at over 30 meters per second. That's more than most of the planes that people consider extremely good climbing aircraft. Basically, I can climb with the best 109. Well, not the best 109s, but I can climb with the G2. What is that? The 109 on our team. It's an E3? Yeah, so I should be able to climb up to him, no problem. Until it WEP, nose down until I'm holding constant speed. And over 6,000 feet per minute, which is over 30 meters per second. It also turns a lot better than people think it does. It doesn't turn well. There's not a lot of planes it can outturn. And there's not a lot of planes it can match, but there are a handful of planes it can outturn and a handful of planes it can match, which is nice. It also does make a very good bomber hunter, as I've already mentioned. It also isn't exactly bad at killing fighters, especially when it starts with an altitude advantage, which, thanks to its 30 meter per second climb rate, it tends to do quite often. But I'd rather hunt down any high altitude fighters and possibly the bombers. I think I'm going to start knocking out bombers. I think that sounds like a fun thing to do. Let's start with him because he's closest and he's sticking at altitude. And then we're going to have to... that looks like a Catalina. It could be the H6K though. It is H6K. But we're going to take the HE-111 because he's closest. Somebody else can get them. They're low enough that I don't need to waste my time. So this should be nice and quick. Then we're going to dive again. We're going to come up underneath this guy as well. And then we're going to go after the Beaufort. And then we're basically just going to camp their bomber spawn and take care of the massive threat that bombers now are on ground segment maps. The Beaufort's doing the smartest thing you can do, which is dive away, which is actually rather stupid. And now we get away from that 20mm cannon that he has as a tail gunner. Going hard to his right. We're going to loop around again. I think I'm out of his 20mm arc of fire. And that's rare. It's rare that you'll come up against a bomber that takes some serious killing. But as long as I can keep the bombers diving, this should be a nice easy win for us if we can neutralize the threat of their bombers. What I would like to see is to have some fighters, some enemy fighters climbing up to altitude that I can go after. This plane doesn't do awe-inspiringly well at high altitude due to its lack of any kind of compressor technology. It's a naturally aspirated engine, meaning it loses speed at high altitude rather quickly. Actually, I think we're going to go after this guy. He looks like he wants to come up at me, and I don't want to disappoint. Look at him, he's about to stall. It would be mean of me not to teach him a lesson for being so extraordinarily stupid. And yeah, that's right, a Hayabusa survived a 37mm high explosive incendiary round like it was nothing. I'm a little pissed, if I am to be honest. Alright, that made up for it. That made up for it. I blew both his wings off. Alright. I'm happy with that. Part of me wants to go after that Airacobra. Well, I'm not that much of a bastard. Am I? Oh, I'm that much of a bastard, though. 109's not going to be able to get to me. Let's start exploiting my climb rate to get up after this guy. Peanut butter jelly time. Yeah, I know it's a PBY, not a PBJ, but still. Yeah, the big float planes do take some serious killing, but this plane, if any plane in this game is capable of putting out a serious killing besides the Yak-9T, it's this plane. It doesn't have the same rate of fire that the Yak-9T has, but it's much more accurate. The Yak-9 probably would have only been able to land about half those shots. This plane can land all of them. Come on, little buddy. Hit him about 4 or 5 times now. Alright, fine. There's more bombers up here that needs killing. Also possibly that Airacobra. Oh, look, a Yak-7. We're gonna go head on with this guy. This is gonna sting a little. So if they're not following me, they're still following me. Exploiting my climb rate. That Law 5's exploiting his climb rate. Alright. So me and this Law 5 up here just exploited our aircraft's greatest advantage, and now he's going after that Airacobra in what looks like a head-on. Just stupid and something he shouldn't be doing. Go on, climb. Climb, Airacobra. You want him? You want that Law 5? Take him. Come on. I'm gonna wait until I get right up on him before I open fire. I don't want to miss. It does the same thing the Yak-9T does, but it is so much more accurate. And being so much more accurate, it's just brutal. I'm going to leave the Law 5 to him, and I'm going to go after this Yak-7 that's climbing after him. This Yakolev. Hey, look, another one. This is your only opportunity. Oh, and he lost it. Now let's exploit that climb rate. I'm proud of this guy. He's not stupid enough to derp after me like some derpy derp head. The Hellcat looks like he's looking at me, though. And I'd rather not go head on with a Hellcat. But I can outclimb him at low altitude. I don't know about this altitude, though. They're both going away from me. Yeah, that Hellcat looks like a good target. I don't think my engine's been damaged yet. If it has, I might end up being in trouble here in a minute or so. Gonna take this opportunity to reload. Just realized I had half ammo. That Hellcat down there looks like a better target, though. Alright. Let's see if we can get him to nose up at us. We can. Oh, yeah. Airacobra is apparently the great temptress. Come on. Come on, little buddy. I'm turning, I'm corkscrewing around him to make sure I don't get too far away from him. I want to be close enough I can exploit his stall when he stalls. I also don't want to get so far away that he gets discouraged and tries to maneuver away. This works so well because you have the opportunity. Oh, that was not what I wanted to hear, but it's alright. Alright, whew. Anyway. So is this guy gonna do it now? Nope. I don't like smart people. I wish there was more stupid people in the game. I'm gonna do a horizontal turn rather than a split S because I'm in no rush to attack him. Oh. Me no good shot. Making sure nobody else is coming up after me. If they are, this could end up being difficult. I don't know if this guy's going to be able to make it to me or not. I'd be really unhappy if he does. I just stalled out, but he's going to stall out soon here as well. The only real question is, can he get into range first? He can't. Alright, good. Whew. I was expecting him to turn up at me here any second. It looks like he's just running away. Alright, that's not going to be an easy target, so I'm just going to split what energy I still have over him. I don't think I can outturn a Corsair. I can't outrun a Corsair. I can definitely outclimb one though. Which means if I can wrestle him into a nice gentle energy event. So anyway, I hope that I've given you a good show of how awe-inspiring this plane can be if you engage with an energy advantage. And thanks to its ridiculous climb rate, it's not that hard to get an energy advantage. I was 8 kills, a lot of which was on bombers, and I got a second Airacobra now. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy now. I can't play it anymore though. I don't have any more low tier planes I want to unlock. Oh, that was fun. So there you have it. There's my stupid yellow Airacobra with the lightning bolt on its tail, and how I'm pretty sure that was a good example. I mean, it's hard to argue that this isn't a good plane. I've had people try and do it. I've had people try and argue why the Yak-9T is better. Basically, it comes down to its cannon has a higher rate of fire, and yeah. The Airacobra's advantages: it's faster, it's more maneuverable, it climbs better, it zooms better. I'm pretty sure I already said it turns better, but it really does turn better, so I have to say it turns better again. Also, it's a rank 2 plane with 3.3 matchmaking compared to the Yak-9T, which is a rank 3 with 3.7, so the Airacobra gets nicer matchmaking. Its cannon is more accurate, which means you can use it a longer range. It has a lower rate of fire, but you can use its full rate of fire without becoming ridiculously inaccurate, which the Yak-9T can't. It has much better secondary weapons. Basically, it's a really long reason as to why the Airacobra is superior to the Yak-9T, and it is. It just is. I mean, you've seen me have some pretty good games in the Yak-9T, but those were most of my best games. What you just saw was my average Airacobra game. This thing is that much of a monster. So, thank you for watching. If you disagree with me, that's fine. You can have your own opinion. There's nothing wrong with that. But, that's my opinion on the Airacobra. Get it, fly it. It is a monster. It really is. It's definitely worth it. So have fun with whatever you're flying. If you're good with it, then it's a great plane for you, and good luck with it. But this is mine. This is my favorite plane. I know its strengths and weaknesses so well, and I can exploit it so well. One of the best energy fighters in the game, second only to the Law 5 and the 109, but it can outturn both the Law 5 and the 109, which gives it something to fall back on if the energy fighting fails, which is why I prefer it. So, there you go. Thanks for watching, and good luck. May the Force be with you, always. That was terrible.